when I was in college, my roommate said something to me one time about, he said, dude, why did black people allow themselves to be slaves? When he said that, I thought it was the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard in my life, because I was like, no, we didn't just let that shit happen. It just happened. I mean, well, it didn't just happen, but we were forced into slavery. Years later, I thought about it over the years, and years later, I came to the conclusion that he was right. Why the fuck did black people, why did we allow ourselves to be fucking slaves? Under no circumstances should we allow ourselves to fucking be slaves. We should have just did nothing and fucking ran or get whipped. If it meant death, so fucking be it. You couldn't kill all the Africans. At one point or another, they would have just stopped fucking going to Africa. They would have realized these niggas just don't make good fucking slaves. And I'm quite sure it was, even then, it was quite expensive to sail from America to Africa to pick up slaves and shit like that. So they wouldn't have kept on doing that shit. Not to mention, they probably lost half their cargo on the ride over here. And how many of their own men they probably fucking lost due to mutinies and diseases and seasickness and shit like that. So if we would have just not fucking did anything, they would have just left us the fuck alone eventually. It would only took a few boatloads of niggas bringing them motherfuckers back before you realize, well, these niggas just don't make good fucking slaves. You know, they would have just came to that conclusion real quick and moved on to another race. I mean, that's what happened with Native Americans. They did not allow themselves to be fucking slaves, and I guess they just allowed themselves to be wiped the fuck out. You know, if that's what it is. I mean, I'm a little embarrassed by the situation, to be honest, you know, that I come from a line of people that, you know, just allowed themselves to be snatched up out their homeland and come here and fucking pick cotton and do other shit, you know. That's kind of fucked up. I'm honestly embarrassed by that shit, you know.